The clock is ticking for humanity as a horrifying fertility crisis is looming. Michael Snyder reports, is humanity running out of time? Based on the growth of the global population during the last century or so, you wouldn't come to such a conclusion. In 1900, there were about 2 billion people living on this planet. Now there are about 8 billion, but some experts are now suggesting that we have reached a very significant turning point. Global population growth has slowly dramatically slowed, and birth rates have actually fallen well below replacement level in many industrialized nations. Couples are having a more difficult time producing babies, and there are many that are blaming our highly toxic environment for this. A Twitter thread about our looming fertility crisis has gotten a tremendous amount of attention over the past few days. Carnivore Aurelius tweets fertility is disappearing. According to Dr. Shauna Swan, humans now meet the criteria for an endangered species. 1 in 4 couples cannot conceive naturally, and that number is skyrocketing. Sperm counts are down 60%. And here's what's happening. There's a deluge of chemicals today poisoning us. If you're an average person using regular soaps, deodorants, shampoos, body washes, conditioners, hair products, makeups, you're ingesting over 200 plus chemicals, heavy metals a day, all linked to infertility. There are some pretty bold claims being made in that thread, and I decided to fact check 3 of those most startling. Number 1, 1 in 4 couples cannot conceive naturally. According to the official CDC website, 19% of women aged 15 to 49 in the United States are not able to get pregnant. That's almost 20%. In the United States, among heterosexual women aged 15 to 49 years with no prior births, about 1 in 5, 19%, are unable to get pregnant after 1 year of trying infertility. Also, about 1 in 4, 26% women in this group have difficulty getting pregnant or carrying a pregnancy to term because of impaired fecundity. So that would suggest that it's actually around 1 in 5 couples that are not able to conceive naturally. However, it should be noted that the infertility rate has been steadily rising, and the number on the official CDC website reflects data that is a bit old. If current trends continue, it's just a matter of time before 1 in 4 couples cannot conceive naturally if we are not there already. Number 2, sperm counts are down 60%. This claim appears to be right on the nose. As I noted last week, a study that was recently released found that sperm counts have fallen about 60% since 1973. The latest analysis added 7 years of sample collection and 44 study results to the 244 included in the earlier 2017 analysis. That study, in its analysis of data trends between 1973 and 2011, found an average decline in mean sperm concentration of 1.6% per year and an overall decline of 59.3%. The latest study found an even steeper decline to 2.64% post-2000 and an overall fall of 62.3% among unselected men. This, at the authors, represents a decline of 4.7 million per year. Then it indicates that this worldwide decline is continuing through the 21st century at an accelerated pace. If sperm count continues to plunge this rapidly, it won't be too long before a majority of human males are infertile. If that happens, the global population will begin to decline very rapidly. Number 3, if you're an average person using regular soaps, deodorants, shampoos, body washes, conditioners, hair products, makeup, you're ingesting over 200 plus chemicals and heavy metals a day, all linked to infertility. This claim was much harder to verify. On the official NIH website, we're told that pregnant women in the United States are exposed to 43 or more different potential chemical toxins. Environmental toxins are ubiquitous and sometimes implicating in infertility development, either through anatomical abnormalities or endocrinological dysfunction. Based on a National Health Nutrition Survey from 2003 through 2004, pregnant women in the United States are exposed to 43 or more different potential chemical toxins. Knowledge and experience in evaluating exposure to environmental toxins are critical for any reproductive endocrinology and infertility specialist. Environmental toxins affect individuals throughout the lifespan, including prenatally, and can have various effects from increasing cancer risk to ovulatory dysfunction and altered semen quality. Of course, the NIH has not exactly been a beacon of truth in recent years. Without a doubt, we're all endlessly exposed to extremely hazardous toxins in our food, in what we drink, in the air that we breathe, and in the products that we put in our bodies. A lot of these toxins have been linked to infertility, and many believe that this is one of the primary reasons why birth rates have been falling all over the world year after year. It's happening to men and women, as well, I should add, non-human species. And what we see is that the decline in the number of children that people have is 1% per year worldwide over the past 50 years. That's true of developed countries and underdeveloped countries. And the same rate of decline, 1% per year, is what we see for the declining sperm count, what we see for the decline in testosterone, we see for the increase in miscarriage rates, and we have not examined in our book Countdown. We have examined in our book Countdown how each of these endpoints is deteriorating, if you will, at the same rate, about 1% per year, which is another bit of evidence, although not conclusive, that these are related to a common cause. What do you think is going to happen to us if these trends continue? Already the fertility rate in the United States is way below replacement level. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the fertility rate, which measures how many children an average woman will give birth to during her life, was 1.6 in 2020. This falls far below the level of 2.1 needed to maintain current population levels. As I detail in my new book, this crisis is an existential threat to the future of humanity, but most people simply do not care. Most of us are just going to continue to bombard ourselves and our children with highly dangerous toxins, no matter what information comes our way. Sometimes I think that we are simply too stupid to continue as a species for much longer. Instead of trying to figure out how to avoid extinction, we have become an idiocracy in which our young people are constantly devising increasingly bizarre ways to get the most social media views possible. Now the clock is ticking for humanity, and we cannot save ourselves from the historic catastrophe that's in front of us. Hopefully we'll realize how desperate our situation has become before time runs out completely. It's finally here. Michael's new book entitled End Times is now available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. About the author, he says, "My name is Michael Schneider, and my brand new book entitled End Times is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 6 other books that are available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing, and one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to families and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog and the American Dream, and the most important news, and the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely great help. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. And this is on the Economic Collapse blog by Michael Schneider. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box